have somewhat of a unique story when it comes to when you first picked up football. Your parents forced you to play the sport. Can you just walk me through that process?
Yeah, so I probably started playing football. It's actually pretty random. I was 350 pounds my sophomore year of high school, and my parents kind of looked at me and were like, "You're killing yourself." I was a big Xbox guy, a big gamer, and my mom was a little worried about me, so she took my Xbox, and she was like, "You're killing yourself." So my dad one day went to the park, and he was met by a coach named Robert Mitchell, and my dad was kind of, at his wits' end. He was with my sister, and the coach, he kind of just, started talking to coach about my life and what was going on, and the coach said he could help. Coach Mitchell trained me for about a month or so, and then one day we were driving by the high school, and he was like, "You're gonna play football," and I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm just here to lose weight. I'm not playing football. That's not what the deal was." Fast forward a little bit. So I ended up going through my JV season, and I started playing and started falling in love with the game and all that kind of good stuff.
You mentioned that your parents are immigrants and you're first generation Nigerian American. You've talked about before their story about perseverance and sacrifice. What are the biggest lessons you've taken away from them?
Well, really, just watching my dad and my mom. My dad used to work like 16-hour shifts back to back. So I didn't really see too much of him just because he was just working all the time, trying to put food on the table. My mom actually quit her job so she could have time to take care of me, and just watching them really just sacrifice.
You mentioned that you were a double major
Yeah.
student athlete.
Yes.
Biology and computer science?
Yes.
What led you down that path? Usually football players, communications.
Yeah. Really, like before football, my grandfather had passed away from prostate cancer, so I always wanted to do something in the medical field. So I ended up, going through the career path of biology, but then I met Dr. Bohan. He's the director of computer science, and I always had an affinity for computers. I used to, one of my good friends, Antonio Burton, his dad used to take us to the flea market, and we would break down computers and build them back together and all that kind of stuff. And I always was a gamer, so I just had affinity for computers and understanding how it worked, and I just liked it.
Last season, you were the Steelers nominee for the Man of the Year award. What did it mean to you to receive such recognition?
It's a tremendous honor. I think God puts us in an amazing position, as NFL players we have this awesome and incredible platform. But when you take a step back, you understand that it's not just about you. You know what I'm saying? You never know just what your influence and how you treat somebody is going to go far. So it was just, it was awesome to be nominated, and, the work never ends. Putting a smile on somebody's faces, helping the less fortunate. I think that's what life is all about. It's not really what you can, take from somebody, but what you can give them.